Hurry.
What is going on, boxing fans and gamers? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Fight Night's finest, the sophist commentator, coming at you guys with a match that honestly I thought would be the toughest. I was watching week 1 when Kenzo fought MMA, and I was so thoroughly impressed with watching Kenzo that I thought to myself, so this is Kenzo, huh? Shout out to Cold Blooded, Swagger Jack, one of his intros from a video he did a long time ago. But yeah, Kenzo was somebody that I have not been introduced to until the creator tournament. That's a little fun fact for you guys watching. And the man was a very, very tough fight. Regardless to what the scorecard said, you seen the little Parasite clip that I put in the beginning. I knew I had to lock in for this fight. I knew I had to lock in this week to prepare for this fight. And seeing his rank record was also 78-12. So I already knew the man wasn't going to be any type of joke. And God knows that those 12 losses were actually 12 losses with the state that Undisputed is in, with, you know, the glitching and the quits. So you never really know. So he probably even has less losses than 12. But the man's skills is top tier. In this matchup, we got Jessica McCaskill going up against Jelena. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name because I want to butcher it. But I was so happy to be in a weight class that I actually prefer playing in. The last 2 weeks I had to play in heavyweight and middleweight, which is the 2 weight classes I despise the most. And we end up fixing the commentary in the background, no in-game commentary, so we're going to be commentating on this entire match. So round 1 was the filling out process. I played round 1 very, very defensively. And my mindset going into round number 2 was to kind of do the same thing, was to just see what it was I can deal with, you know, getting myself acclimated, of course, to the PlayStation as always. I'm starting to get more used to the delay inputs and the desyncs that the console does have, as I've been playing a little bit more on there to make sure I'm prepared for these matches week in and week out. But this is probably the round where you guys always hear me talk about the downloading process. I'm just seeing here what exactly is going to work, what won't work, what kind of combinations I can utilize, spacing, timing, what things I could block, what things I shouldn't block. The usual process that I do in all of my fights. So this is probably the most action-packed round of the entire fight, in terms of me just seeing what it is that is going to happen and what isn't going to happen. Usually when you get into these type of fights also, a lot of people in ranked matches tend to just throw whatever, but it's always important to have some type of game plan when you are in these fights, especially when you're against top tier level competition like this. Speaking of top tier combinations, we had the 1-2 come through so cleanly and against the Rock. As you guys know, there has been these hit stuns or these random minor stuns that happens when punches land, but when you take a clean 1-2 like that to the face, I mean, who can really complain? Who could say if you got popped in real life with a bah-bah, you want to react the same way? But we were able to channel our inner James Toney, block some shots, and we end up making it to round number 3. Clean low transition, and now that I'm pretty much acclimated with his play style, his timing, his punch patterns, combinations he likes to go to, I could say download was complete by round number 3. And the sign of a top tier fighter is, will they be able to adjust? And in this creative leagues, you're gonna find that everybody has that capability to adjust in order to start switching things up, to start doing different things within the match, and it's no different here. So I switched to a little bit more of a defensive style since he seems like he's very comfortable with coming forward, and it shows right there as he was able to slip inside, find a nice counter uppercut downstairs to the body. and then he start working his combinations on the inside. So since he's a pressure fighter, I'm more of a defensive type fighter anyway. I like to counter punch, volume punch. This is almost like two perfect blends of styles where he gets to do what he wants to do and I get to do what I want to do, and it's gonna all come down to who is better at their preferred style. So with a minute left to go in round number 3, I finally counter straight to the head with the left hook behind it, and he utilizes the jab to try to make sure that he can even things out. I'm able to get away from the body combination right there. He started off with the lead left uppercut to the body, and then I circled my way out. Look for a counter uppercut downstairs to the body. That does not land, unfortunately. And with 30 seconds to go in round number 3, it's just important that I keep up the momentum that I've established from round number 3. And all my offensive adjustments have pretty much been working, as I find a counter right hook to the head with the left hook behind it. And honestly, for me in this particular fight, you're gonna see that is the Dragon Slayer, if you will. Shout out to Arachnid. So we see the judges scorecards come up with CompuBox. I am up 29-28, 2 rounds to 1. And this is where things start to get a little bit spicy, as now you see here I'm pressuring back on the inside moving forward. I find some pretty good combinations, or I feel comfortable enough in the pocket to see if I can match my inside skills against him. And remember what I said about that counter right hook to the head? It causes a stun, and we are just throwing the combinations. Guard is broken, and there's the 2 hooks to the head, and I drop him onto the canvas for the first time. And I know what one of y'all gonna say in the comment section. Is this supposed to be a sim league? Is this supposed to be a sim fight? Why he's throwing so many punches? Shut the fuck up. I've been reading the comments. Yeah, I've been reading the comments. Any boxer goes nuts when they realize they have somebody hurt, and there is no specific pattern that it's needed to take in order to get the opponent on to the ground. And with me getting my first knockdown of the fight, a little bit of a point advantage as well, I now know that I am up 3 rounds or 3 points in the fight. So yeah, let's continue on with the commentary. 30 seconds left to go. When you score a knockdown in a round, honestly, there really isn't too much to do. The main thing you want to do is not give away any type of counterplay, which would be you trying to either press an offensive advantage if you need to. So me knowing how dangerous my opponent is, I just decide to close round number 4 out with some solid defense, making sure I keep that high guard up, manipulating it like I'm Marlon Starling, and we enter into round number 5 with the same mindset. So now that I know my Kenzo is in a position where he is the one who is going to have to make up for some lost ground, I can continue to play my style. I smiled if you look up at the face cam at the top right. By the way, we did get some new equipment. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel. When you like the video, you subscribe, you comment, those things allow me to make upgrades to the equipment like you see in the fight here. We got the hand cam back, we got the 4K cameras now, so everything is gonna be looking crispy from here on out. And speaking of crispy, he was able to land a crispy little counter shot right there moments ago. I circle out away from the ropes, looking at my positioning, and then the same punch that I was utilizing, he gives me a little bit of taste of my own medicine with the counter right hook to the head, and I said right back at you with a counter straight and another one, because why not? If one lands, you can do it once, you can do it twice, maybe even 3 times. I tried to get the counter jab there, will be followed up, and he gets a counter straight right of his own. And this is what I talk about, the top tier fights. Look at the counters back and forth. Counter uppercut lands for him moments ago, and now we are both on that inside. I used the step back jab to try to create a little bit of distance, and then when I went for the counter jab, he ducked and he slipped under. This is what I mean. Are y'all paying attention to this gameplay? Are you enjoying? Because I definitely am. When you just get the little reads, you think you got a counter, and then your opponent sees what your counter is and he reacts to your counter, this is how you know you got top tier competition or competition. This is one of the main reasons why I love this arena so much. I think it's Cambridge Hall. The desync on PlayStation has just been to a minimum, and on Xbox is even better, to be honest. So anytime when we do these league fights, I hope moving forward people recognize just how much skill it can be on display. But the counter right hook to the top, Cambridge Hall is honestly should be the gold standard for Undisputed moving forward in terms of arena to DC kind of lag or input. It just makes for beautiful fights. Speaking of which, beautiful fights, round number 6, something beautiful happens in this round. It's not a spoiler alert, but just stay tuned for what happens. He tries to find a counter hook to the body. I try to go over the top with the overhand right, but it does not connect. There's the power hook coming through, unable to land successfully. 2 minutes to go, and round number 6. Beginning of this round has been, look at the all inside work, look at the track in the back, everything has been smooth. Smooth sailing for me in this fight so far. He gets the counter jab to the head, straight downstairs to the body, and then he tries to find just, you know, checking range, goes out a jab, probes upstairs, downstairs, downstairs, upstairs. Nice little mix-ups from Kenzo. I try to give it back to him with the jab upstairs and then the straight downstairs to the body. Unable to connect, sneaking in a left hook there. Goes to my body with a left hook of his own. And, you know, we were just both doing the damn thing. Now, counter right hook to the head connects. So I get right back in the pocket, step in, step out, doing a little bit of the bait. In, out, in, out. And then we both probe with the jab there too. Like the the punch selection in this fight has been immaculate. Even looking back at it, sometimes you don't really recognize all the details when you're playing until you watch it back. And this is what I talked about, you know, the little smooth stuff happening here. Look, catch, and there is the left hook that comes through. The straight right hand follows up to close the distance. And once again, look at the combinations. Is this sim enough for y'all? Huh? In the comment section, is this sim enough for y'all? The chin check with the left uppercut connects, and then we see the scorecards going into round number 7, 59 to 53. We got, I believe, 5 rounds to 1 in favor of me, and we have a huge point advantage. So you're gonna see the defense. Coming through here in this round. I start tucking up good defensively. No need to risk it for the biscuit, some people would say. A little old saying. And he's probing, trying to make me open up that guard with the straight right hands downstairs to the body. And this just goes to show y'all how dope Kenzo is as a fighter. Make sure y'all check out that man's channel if I did not say so. Link can be found in the description and also in the comment section. I know the deal what to do with that. You can also see the fight from his perspective on his channel, so make sure you guys do check that out. Try to connect there with the straight right hand with the left hook, but it was unable to connect. Slip to the outside, the low minor slip. Uppercut connects also as well. And the thing about, like I said, about top tier fighters, they always find some type of adjustment. Look what Kenzo does coming up in round number 7. And look at the setup here. He's probing with the jab. He's checking space. Jabs downstairs to the body, and then there's the straight right hand, steps back, creates a little bit of distance, step back to try to negate anything that I was throwing. And look what he's doing with these back steps. He's just creating enough distance to set up the left hook over the top, and he drops me onto the canvas for the first time tonight. So he made up a little bit of ground there in round number 7 and closed the gap, the point gap that has been created in this fight. And this is round number 8. So me seeing I can't just play all defensive, we come back a little bit strong here in round number 8 because we want to make sure that it's not just gonna be free. So here's the defense. I have to tuck up again. This is just how dangerous Kenzo is. Stuns me and rocks me, still trying to make up for the point gap, and I find an opportunity to find my favorite shot today, which has been that counter right power hook over the top. Doubling up the left hook there, check distance again, get off me with the jab, I say, and then I start to circle into the power hand here. He jabs me and he checks the space once again. Left hook downstairs to the body. Straight right hand does not connect. Straight right hand with the right hook as a follow, doesn't go. Check the space, block the jab. Oh my God, look at the offense exchanges going between us two. Oh, the counter left hook, Kenzo. Make sure that you take that one with you. As I circle back to center ring here, making sure I'm staying out of danger by manipulating my high guard once again. For all the people who don't know, the defense has really been top tier this fight, even despite getting dropped. Top tier defense on display. And this is why I always say that the women's division just requires the most skill. And then I find an opportunity to get right back at them. rock him with the straight right hand to the head, the random rock, and there goes Kenzo showing his defensive metal, his defensive pedigree, able to survive the onslaught, and then he comes firing right back, trying to get it back in blood for the final time. 8 seconds to go, anything can happen, but Teko good defensively, find a counter left hook to the head, and that's going to be all she wrote. Listen, if you enjoyed the commentary, enjoyed the fight, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out Kenzo. Anyway, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.